Coach, for Devin, what's the next step in his maturation, and what do you think realistically he can do this upcoming season?
I think he can have a great year. I've been trying to explain to him that he's got to pass the ball better. I had dinner with Kenyon Martin when I was in Vegas, and we were talking, and he said that he thought that the best thing that he learned was the better you pass the ball, the more you get ISO, because they can't help. And I think the shot that Tariq made against Buffalo was because the guy from the wing was running down the double down on Devin because they figured we were going to throw to Devin, which we were. But I think as Devin continues, his passing gets better, his recognition gets better, he understands where to throw the ball when the double teams come from whatever different directions. They won't be able to do that. They won't be able to double him, and he ends up ISO more. I think that's the biggest thing that he's starting to figure out. He's passing the ball pretty well.
These new kids you got, do you see some of the raw qualities and maybe some of the other players that you've developed through the years? Do you see any of that in these guys that you recruit?
I don't think any of them are the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep looking for another Van Exel and I can't find one. I keep looking for another Kenyon Martin, I can't find one.
Where are they?
So I keep telling those guys, like, what do we need? I said, I need another Kenyon, another Nick, another Herb Jones, That helped.
But Kenyon was raw. I remember you telling me that. He was raw.
He was, but he was. The first time I saw Kenyon, we were talking about it at dinner. He was playing Shea Cotton, who was the #1 ranked player in the country. And Shea Cotton, everybody just kind of let him go. Didn't let him, but he got it to the rim and Duncan was sticking it. Kenyon was going after everyone. And he ended up fouling out, taking block stuff, and officials never seen anything like that ever happen before. They've never seen two guys above the rim with their elbows. And I said, who is this guy? But he was limited in what he could do in a lot of other areas. He worked on it with time.
Do anything to prepare freshmen when they're coming in for you that they're running into a different kind of person in AAU or whatever?
I've been the voice of reason, Bob.
A loud voice, right?
No, really. I mean, I keep trying to tell a couple of our guys, it's like it's summertime, really. Don't want to burn them out already. No, I think that helps. I think where people really help us and they don't know they're helping us is they harp on that in the recruiting process so much. Are you going to be able to take them? Are you going to be able to put up with the deal? And so they come in kind of like, this is what I've chosen.
What do you say to you about them that they will be coming after here, knowing that they're going to be first starters?
We probably didn't listen to those other guys very well. I think we get guys that want to get better, and that's a good thing. I don't want scary guys. I don't want guys that don't want to get better. I don't want guys that don't want to work. So they're really helping us. They don't know they are, but they are really helping us.
Do you think what they see on TV shock them a little bit when they see who you are off the court, away from the arena?
It shocks everybody. I can remember when I was younger, I'd go in to see coaches and stuff, and I'd go in, we'd sit there and talk for 15, 20 minutes, and invariably everybody said, well, you're not anything like what I thought you were like. I said, what do you want me to do, throw a chair? And I know, my whole thing is just come give me effort. We can fix the other stuff, but just come give me effort. And really, the times that they show on TV, 3/4 of the time, they don't even know who I'm yelling at. And it's usually those guys in the stripes. So, the majority of the time, it is.
When you watch and you evaluate kids, I mean, you can kick the tires and test spinning and stuff, but you can't check in. How do you What are some of the things you look at when you're evaluating guys and say, yeah, this guy can play for me, play well?
For a long, long time, it was I wanted guys that wanted to win, that really, really competed. And it's hard in AAU, and that's when we really see guys. It's hard to see if they really want to win. It's really hard to see if they can pass because nobody passes.
Do you miss the fact that, you know, when you got started in this, you had a relationship with high school coaches, and that was a part of it, and that's changed so much over your career. You miss that a little bit?
You miss it a lot. But we've legislated those guys out of it. I mean, we keep saying we're going to legislate them back in, but we never do.
You used to be the guidance counselor and the coach for the two people you talked to, right? You dealt with?
We used to, Larry and I would leave Cincinnati at whatever, 5 in the morning, and we'd drive to wherever, Columbus, and we'd just go from school to school to school to school to school. And then we'd watch a game at night, and then we'd go out with the coaches afterwards, and then we'd come back the next morning, then we would go somewhere else. Then we would go to Dayton, or we'd go to Akron, or we'd go to Cleveland, or whatever. And we just go from school to school, not to recruit guys, but just to establish relationships or make relationships that we had stronger. And you can't do that anymore. You don't have enough days to do that anymore and still be able to recruit the guys you got to recruit. So I'm blessed in that my dad is a legend, and all the coaches in Ohio know my dad and know what he did. And you know, my brother took over the camp, so my brother has all those coaches come through the camp, and my brother played at Ohio State, which helps, and my other brother played. So everybody knows the name. But it's not like it used to be. I used to be able to walk in virtually any high school in Ohio, and you know, and it was like everybody knew who it was. And it's not knew who it was, but had a relationship.
Is there a trust factor then that maybe's lost a little bit today?
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. On the court question? Yes, sir. Elijah and Devin, what's the potential for them in the lineup together? What do they give you? Is that a possibility?
I think they both have expanded their games. I think they both can step out and make shots. I think they both they both can do a better job on the perimeter than what they did before.